If you're a SketchUp user that uses photorealistic rendering applications like V-Ray or Podium, you may have a bit more sense of face normals than a typical SketchUp user that generally would ignore the orientation of the front or back of a surface. In most cases, if you're just staying inside of SketchUp, it doesn't really matter. However, because we're exporting this geometry into Unreal, the normal side of that face is really important because Unreal typically only wants to read the front side of it, and you rarely want to make it two-sided or double-sided surfaces because of render time and lag time. So a quick way that we can make sure all of our faces are normal is by changing the face style so that we're viewing this as a monochrome and not as a shaded with texture. So if I go up to View, click on Face Style, and click on Monochrome, it's now going to convert the model into its original texture, which is a white and blue surface, meaning the white is the front and the blue is the back. So in an exterior model like this, you always want to just see white surfaces. And you can see that error that we had once we imported it, in that this surface here is back-sided. So a quick way to change that is just to take the Select tool, double-click on the object, so it's a group, and I'm going to single-click inside of that so that I'm just selecting that surface. If I then context-click or right-click, we can now go to Reverse Faces. So that's going to flip the normal. If you have several surfaces that are incorrect, so let me just hide the rest of the model, and let's say a bunch of these were incorrect. And I'm just using a keyboard shortcut for right-click, Reverse Faces. But let's say you had a lot of surfaces that are incorrect. If I want all of these to align to this surface, I can right-click on this surface and select Orient Faces. And what that will do is it'll try to flip the incorrect ones to the correct way. So it only does it for connected faces. And there are times where it just kind of forgets some as well. So you might have to do some manually. And you can see here it'd be this one, holding down Shift, and that one, and then Reverse Faces. Right click on this one, reverse face, right click on this one. I tend to set this up as a keyboard shortcut. It's important if you do want to set this up as a keyboard shortcut to right click and then go to Window, Preferences, Shortcuts, and you can type in Reverse. And I usually just set that up as Y. It's just an easy key to grab. Now that the geometry of the model is nice and clean, let's also see what the group and component hierarchy looks like, because we can use that and make it searchable once we're inside of Unreal.